What is going on, everybody? Is anybody up this late? Let's see. Well, there's somebody. Somebody's up. Let me tell you. What's up, Kimmy? This place is a ghost town. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people here, but I just got out of the shop. You come in, you see. See, everything's been sanitized. So I got 9 minutes left. Finishing up some laundry. Like I said, just now got out of the tractor shop from getting the truck. Got that stud that was stripped off, replaced on the axle seal. Got a chassis lube and got the APU fixed. So I was a little upset because I was actually in Kansas City earlier, and they made me come here to Springfield because they didn't want Thermo King in Kansas City to fix it the way that they wanted to be fixed. So they use metal tubings to go into your fuel tank, basically to provide the fuel for your APU and your buck heater. But evidently the Thermo King in Kansas City would had to have drilled another hole because the fitting, they don't use the metal fitting, they use another I guess line, valve, whatever you want to call it. So I had to end up coming here. Had an appointment for 16:30. I didn't get in until a little after, I don't know, it was probably 200. So what do you do? What do you do? As you can see, this place is it's a ghost town. Usually even downstairs it's kind of popping this time, but it's dead, which is, good. Everybody's being safe, staying in. I just now got out of the shower, finished up some laundry, waiting to throw it into the dryer. Then I will be heading back to the truck. I just got off the phone with driver lineup, and they said that they had nothing to get me out of here in the morning so far. They told me to call back between 5 and 7. Usually I get up and 4 or 5 is typically when I found to be the best kind of time to get out of here. But earlier when I came up here, we had a bunch of people up here shooting pool. Definitely was not social distancing, but I think they were a family. So what's everybody doing tonight? What is everybody doing tonight? Everybody's asleep, it looks like. Almost 12:30 Central Time. Of course, I took a pretty good nap earlier, waiting on them to get the truck in the shop. So I really ain't too tired. I actually have about, well, maybe not now, but I had a little bit of time left on my clock. I would have ran up out of here if they had something tonight. But we shall see. We shall see. Let's walk in here and see what we got left on this time. What we got left? We got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left on the whole washer. Well, it's getting taken care of. I'll go downstairs here in a second once put those clothes in the washer. But this place was like this earlier. Not a whole lot going on. So I actually picked up my 1 year and my safety jacket. And the safety jacket was like the I don't know, what do you call it, the vinyl MC Hammer pants material. I just told him to keep it. I ain't gonna wear it. But the other jacket was a heavy duty jacket. It was a nice winter jacket, so I went ahead and took it. Get my name embroidered on it for free. So I'm supposed to pick it up in the morning. I told him if I'm here, I'll get it. If I don't, I'll get it when I get back here, which I try to stay away from this place as much as possible. Not just this place, but any of the terminals, because you get jammed up in here, just like I am right now. So it's just the facts. Just the facts. Rick Gray, let's roll. What are we rolling to, Rick? I could say this though, Prime has done a really good job since I've been here with the sanitizing. Earlier, I came in here, grabbed something to eat, and you know where the sushi refrigerator is, right there by the cash register downstairs. They had somebody, when somebody was messing with the knobs or opening, you know, whatever, they had somebody coming back, sanitizing it and wiping down. So that was really cool. Meeting my husband there in a couple of weeks when we complete his TNT. Can you talk to your dispatcher to get out of there? Really, once you're in here, I mean, if they got something coming through, yeah, but typically everything goes through driver lineup. You pick and choose what you want. So whatever they have, you can have, as long as it's, you know, for me, as long as it's a solo run. You can, if they have 10 of them, you can choose between all 10 of them. So they typically have a lot of Michigan, Ohio. Sometimes they have some Oklahoma, which is, you know, a short 250 miles from here. So you just never know. Sometimes you can do good getting out of here, and sometimes you can't get out of here for just really cheap. So my thing is for me is in the morning, more than likely I'm gonna grab an empty and I'm gonna start heading out back. Haven't decided yet if I'm gonna go toward Kansas or go toward Ohio. because you get some really good loads coming out of Kansas, going back to the East Coast. Um, so I may just do that. Yeah, it costs me time, costs me fuel. Fuel's cheap right now, so I would rather spend that money getting to an area that's in a good area. I know it's a good reload area. Than basically just sit here and wait. That's just my 2 cents. Trying to figure out how to put this camera while I get these clothes out of here. There we go. We got a couple minutes left on them. Tell you what, I ate the. I don't know if you guys have seen them or not, but those little packets of tuna. They're like lemon flavor or jalapeno. There's a bunch of different flavors that you can get. And I ate the lemon today for the first time, and man, this gave me I guess it's where it's so salty. This kind of gave me I don't know, not a headache really, but I can tell my blood pressure's up for so much salt, the sodium in it. Come on, we got 1 minute left here. 1 minute. Somebody saying the gaps. What up, Kyle? For some reason my chat is not popping up there when people talking, so I apologize if I'm late. Oh, ho, ho. The joys of trucking is right here, guys. Doing this. I don't mind doing laundry, but I would prefer it not to be at 12:30 at night. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna. All right, guys. Let's get this thing started. I always keep change in my backpack for this very reason. All right, we got 44 minutes. Let's put this on the timer here. All right. Let's roam downstairs and see what we got. Grab me something to drink. Give you guys a little little prime action.
He came in.
So we got a couple of the maintenance guys back there. Maintenance guy here. Head to the truck, do a few things, and come back. I'm up with you, don't worry, I have been dealing with hospice. Sorry to hear that, Kyle. Sorry to hear that. That's a no fun situation right now. Especially where I'm from, is they're actually not allowing family, spouses, children to even be in the room. We've had several friends, family, pass away here within the last week or so, and they wasn't allowed to be in the room. It's heartbreaking. It's really tragic. Some goodies up here. They had the Supreme cooperation. Got it locked down for the Friday morning safety meetings. Are no longer happening until this virus has been quarantined. Can I get a lid, please? A lid. Thank you. So this is what I was talking about earlier, when people would come over here and touch these handles, open these doors, they would have somebody right here with these rags sanitizing them right behind you.
These elderly Jews have taken the bus from across the city to come to this fellowship this that they can't afford.
There is an emergency food crisis for survivors in the former Soviet Union.
All right. Let's see if I can get this thing up and running here.
Survivors are struggling to survive. Starving, have little money for food, electricity, or medicine.
Just $25 provides.
So what's everybody doing tonight?
elderly Holocaust
Besides
survivors
sleeping?
in the former Soviet Union with a special.
Because we got 4 people on here.
That contains a note saying it's from
They don't appear to be sleeping.
in America who want to bless you. Call now.
1-800-771-8448 now.
They don't appear to be sleeping.
They don't have food. Their neighbors come and help. They're coming to us because they have no turn.
So yeah, so
Bible teaches rest is
I got about 40 minutes left on the laundry to be finished.
the cause of their presence.
As soon as that gets finished, I'm dipping back in the truck.
Passover food packages represent
Trying to stay quarantined in the truck.
elderly Jews in the former Soviet Union. Just $25.
But when you came in,
One elderly Holocaust survivor.
they actually
Special emergency
ran your temperature, asked you a bunch of questions. Of course, the same questions that they sent out on the QC earlier.
But you won't turn your eyes.
been in contact with an affected person? Have you been around anybody? Blah, 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 all these
We
questions.
pray that God will move upon your heart and send
Uh,
an emergency gift of just $25 so that we can help
Rika,
more
don't
frail
sleep.
and lonely elderly
No, just lost my mother on February 3rd.
before it's too late.
And now my grandma any day now, but it really softens at the house, so it gives me time to license taken. Sorry to hear that, there. Sorry to hear it, Kyle. Business is good, you know. It's only 10:30 here. I'm just winding down. Yeah, it's 12:30, 12:41 here, Central Time. Business is good though, Kyle. I could say that, you know, I've not had the best of luck with these axle seals. It's actually cost me quite a bit of downtime. Yeah, 12:41 here, Kyle. But it's cost me a lot of downtime. And so, for example, that axle seal was broke or busted, got it fixed, but the studs, one of the studs, there was 3 of them, but they got 2 of them fixed. One of them had to be fixed here. My APU quit working on it. Basically, the the fuel line that went from the APU to the fuel tank, it just literally it fell. It's supposed to be threaded in the this little valve, and it just fell into the tank. So it was just basically going wah, 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 cranking like you were starting a car, but it never would start. So I had a $1,800 load going 850 miles to it was a little bit more than that. I think it's about 1,000 miles. Going to Georgia, Monroe, Georgia, and having to get that APU fixed and the stud fixed. It cost me that load. Last week, I actually got the seal came out. One of the road assist. $240. It came out of my check. I reached out to dispatch or road assist. I'm sorry, and they said they've got it in for warranty. They're taking care of it, but everybody knows how warranties are. I mean, it took me almost 18 weeks to get that warranty back, and I only got half of what I put into it. So it was like $1,400. I think I got like $630. So the jury's still out. We're not sure. Road Assist is doing everything that they can do, they said, which Gary from Road Assist from Miss Fleet Manager has been excellent. So I've dropped off all the parts today. So I had to keep all the wheel seals and all that. I have a 2020 Freightliner.
To donate their plasma, and immunologists say this could be used in the future to help people like medical workers and prevent death.
It's just the luck of the draw. I mean, I've had 2 brand new trucks and I've had issues with both of them. So luckily, there's not been anything major with Charlie Black, and he's getting way better fuel miles than that International did. Like I was pulling an empty from Kansas. Yeah, no doubt. From Kansas, of course it was an empty, but you know, you've got 44, which is a Healy, and I was getting 10.9 pulling empty on the way down here. And in some cases, I mean, I can pull 42,000 pounds depending on what road I'm in. Like I was in West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and I was getting like 9.6 pulling 42,000 pounds. So, and of course that's got some hills over there. So getting good fuel mileage, which is good. Plus right now, fuel, I mean, Prime's got the discount. It's huge. Like their discounts now, like Pilot was the go-to. Pilot, Fly, and J was always the cheapest. Typically your Loves and your TA Petros are now cheaper. And they've got some really good points for us. 4 times the points for a gallon. So, and those points basically add up really quick. Someone I was going to put on the MP if you can get over 8.3.4 low trail, you're a golden bro. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any problem doing 8s. High 8s, pulling a heavy load. The only time that I could say that I was in West Virginia here, it's probably been a month or 2 ago. And of course, going up 64 and 81. There's just mountains over there. So I was getting like 7.9 to 8.1. So still not bad. Because when I was over in that area with the International Flash, I mean, if I'd get out there with the 7, I was happy. It did not get very good fuel miles at all. But the funny thing is that I have a buddy that says it's BS about the fuel miles for Prime truck. I don't know what you're talking about, BS. I mean, I'm just telling you what. I mean, I get a reading every week, every Tuesday of what the average weekly fuel mileage is for the fleet and what is mine. Mine last week was 8.98 for the week, and the fleet was 8.28. So I'm not sure about your friend or who your friend is, or I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, what my dash is reading. He drives a manual and can't get past 6.4. Well, I mean, I understand, but how fast is he running? I mean, what's his stopping and starting? Does he keep his doors shut? Does he run? How long does he run? I mean, there's a lot of can factor up to that pattern. I mean, like I can notice a huge difference even if I got a short run, or say I got a long run, but I know I can get there and within a 9-hour period, and say I'm tired or whatever, and I want to kind of pull over, take a nap, or just pull over and chill. So that's why he runs 65 all the time. I mean, you got to give to get. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, sometimes when I, like on the way down here, pulling that empty, I'll run 65. But, I mean, like other times I'm going 60 or 62. So, what's he driving? What year is it? Does he use his cruise control? Does he keep his foot on the pedal? I mean, there's a bunch of different factors. And I would say if he's a manual, he's probably not using cruise control. He probably don't have adaptive cruise control. I mean, just some of the features that our truck has. And that's not just Prime's truck. I mean, that's a new truck. Michigan to North Carolina, Illinois to Ohio, 2015 Freightliner. I mean, it's not a terrible area. And
which was delivered on January the 31st. You're somebody who I think has a very good understanding of the importance of leading at key moments in British history. I think he's right.
not a bad area. I mean, he should definitely get way above 6. But it's probably because he's put hammer down. And he's probably not only putting the hammer down, but probably, putting his foot down to the pedal where it's just basically floored.
I think the British people really have a lot of confidence in the way that he's handling this crisis, and it's important to bear in mind as well, I think, that the UK is doing significantly better at this stage.
Does anybody know anybody that's been affected by this coronavirus?
Spain and France. I think the UK is doing well overall. I think Boris Johnson certainly is the right.
It's kind of a crazy deal right now.
Yeah, the media tends to challenge him, but then I want to play you this soundbite and get your
Crazy deal.
How did we come to be so woefully behind other
Got
countries?
25 more minutes. I'm going to get out here to 1:30.
Evaluated and deployed tests in much bigger
Nope, I'm
numbers.
glad to.
We are massively ramping up our...
I've heard people getting it. I don't know anybody personally that's got it.
Huge numbers of tests to see whether you had it already.
Our governor in Kentucky, he really,
whether they currently have it.
Are those types of questions now emblematic of what you're seeing?
he really stepped in way earlier
Pretty fair coverage overall.
into the house. Yeah. So our governor basically stepped in, and I mean, we were on lockdown like early March. So we've had an increase in Kentucky, but we're not anywhere like the surrounding states. So, all right, guys, when we'll get off here, I'm just going to sit back here and chill, watch a little bit of this Fox News while I wait here 24 more minutes. But you guys be safe and have a good night.